We're going to have a look at the solo from Let It Be by the Beatles. The version of it that we're looking comes from the number ones album, the album with all their number ones they ever had. From what I believe, this version of the solo is different to what appeared on the original White album. If you have a look at the Beatles anthology on DVD, which I'm sure you've seen, he plays something a little bit different again on that one. And searching around on the internet for a tab for this solo, the only ones that I could find was, I guess, from the version for the White album. So I've had a run through this one. I'm pretty sure I'm on it. So let's have a look at it, and then we'll break it down bit by bit. So it goes something like this. Okay, so let's break that down a little bit, bit by bit. So start out, first of all, I guess you want to make yourself acquainted with the scales that we're using here. It's in the key of C, so it's all C major pentatonic. We go from position 1 down here, around about the 3rd fret, up into position 2, and eventually finishes up around here, position 3. So if you don't know your scales, good time, go over them. Make yourself really familiar with those, and you just you start seeing all the notes appearing under your fingers there, and happy days, you know where to find them all. Okay, so the first lick that we got goes a little like this. Alright, so straight out of position 1 in the C major pentatonic, we're going to slide up into the 2nd position, and then back, and finish off. So you start here, 5th string, 3rd fret, play it twice. Then comes our slide. We slide from the 5th fret on the 5th string up to the 7th and back. Okay, only playing it at the 5th fret, and sliding up and back. And then we finish off playing 3rd, then 5th. So let's put that together. Okay, second leg. Okay, starting out the same position, 3rd fret on the 5th string, sliding from the 5th up to the 7th. And you kind of choke that off once you get to the 7th fret. Okay, second bit of that is we hammer on from the 3rd to the 5th and slide to the 7th. And then play the 5th fret on the 4th string. So all of that together. Okay, last bit, we bring it home. So we're up on the 4th string, 7th fret to 5th, play both notes. Back down on the 5th string, we're going to slide the 7th to the 5th, and then play the 3rd. So that together. So let's put all of the first run through the chord progression together. We got this. I'm just going to correct myself there, sorry about that. It's actually pull off from the 7th to the 5th on the 4th string. Pull off, then slide. Alright, moving right along. Second time through the chord progression, we got this. Alrighty, so we're starting again down on the 5th string. Start out with a slide from the 5th to 7th. And then playing the 5th fret on the 4th string 3 times. The second time, you'll note, chop it off. So all that together. Next bit. Alright, 7th fret on the 4th string up to 5th fret on the 3rd. Bend the 7th fret on the 3rd string up a tone. And then pick the 5th fret on the 2nd and the 1st strings. Little finger grabs the 8th fret on the 2nd on the way back down. Then you're back on the 3rd string, bending the 7th fret up a tone. Releasing it. And then play the 5th fret on the 3rd string. So all of that together. Sorry, with the first two notes as well. So let's put together what we've got so far. Bringing that one back home, it's straight down the scale. You start at the 7th fret on the 3rd string. So 7 5, 7 5, 7 5, and the 3rd fret on the 5th string. That's where you finish off. So the whole of that second time through. Okay, it brings us to the 3rd time through the whole chord progression. This is what we got. Let's try that again. Okay, so what that is, we're back down in our position 1 of the major pentatonic. Slide up to the 7th fret and choke it. And then play that 3rd fret on the 5th string again. 4th string, we go up to the 7th fret. 7th to the 5th fret, again choke the note at the 7th. And then we're on the 3rd string. It's a little bend, you're kind of curling that up, pretty much a tone, but release it once you get up there. Play the 7th on the way back down, 5th, then 7th, then the 7th and 5th on the 4th string. So let's put that together. Last lick of this one. So we're bending the 7th fret of the 3rd string up a tone again. Little finger grabs the 8th fret on the 2nd string, up to the 1st string now on the 5th fret, and we come straight down the scale. Finishing with that C note on the 5th fret of the 3rd string. Okay, brings us to the very last time through the chord progression. We got this. All right, starts off with a couple of little pickup notes. So you're down on the 4th string, hammering on 5th to 7th. Same on the 3rd string. And when you hammer on that note on the 3rd string, the 7th fret, bending up a tone. And grabbing the 8th fret on the 1st string as the last note. Next bit. The 5th fret on the 1st string, sliding down to the 3rd, back into 1st position of your pentatonic. And finishing at the 5th fret on the 2nd string. All together. Now up into position 3, around here between your 3rd finger's on the 10th fret of the 1st string, 1st finger on the 8th. Sorry, let's get the timing of that right. So bend. If you get the bend right. And again, choking that bend. 10th fret. Down on the 2nd string, 10th to 8th. 9th fret on the 3rd. Between 10th and 8th again on the 2nd string. Down on the 3rd string, we're going to slide from the 9th to the 7th. Use your 3rd finger to do it. And then we hammer on 5th to 7th. And finish playing just that note at the 5th fret on the 3rd string. So that lastly. Okay, let's put it all together. Okay, hopefully you got something out of that and you can work your way through it and play it. It's a really nice solo. I like that one. I think it's a really good example of you don't need to play too much to be Good player. George Harrison's great at that. Just everything he plays kind of has a purpose and really melodic. He's my kind of guy. Alrighty, good luck with that one, and hopefully have some more video lessons for you soon.